Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Strike Zone Alleys for our New Year's Eve tournament. On the mat here with who will introduce today's finalists.
Okay, bowling fans, time to introduce our five finalists for today's step ladder finals of the annual New Year's Eve Day Classic Tournament at Strike Zone Alleys here in Pottsville, PA for the PJBT. We'll start by introducing our five scratch finalists for the step ladder. Our number 5 seed today from Womelsdorf, PA, Daniel Olhouse.
Daniel Olhouse, your number 5 seed today in the scratch division, finishing his 8 games at plus 201.
Number 4 seed from Lidditz, PA, Isaac Erickson.
He'll be taking on Isaac Erickson at plus 232.
That winner of the first match will advance to game number 2 to take on our number 3 seed from Livingston, New Jersey, Michael Liu.
Michael Liu, your number 3 seed, looking for his second title of the year.
Match will advance to the semifinal to take on our number 2 seed from Jackson, New Jersey, Preston Williams.
Preston Williams plus 243.
And the winner of that semifinal match will take on our tournament leader at plus 329 for 8 games today from Lidditz, PA, Tony Lutz.
Tony Lutz, your number 1 seed at plus 329. This is your scratch division.
Okay, now it is time to introduce our 5 handicap finalists for today's step ladder. Our number 5 seed from Carlisle, PA, Matthew Pomian.
Matthew Pomian, your number 5 seed in the handicap division, plus 123.
Our number 4 seed from St. Clair, PA, Briar Regal.
Briar Regal, your number 4 seed at plus 130.
The winner of the first match will advance to game number 2 to take on our number 3 seed from Marysville, PA, Zachary Malinowski.
Zachary Malinowski, your number 3 seed.
Match number 2 will advance to the semifinal to take on our number 2 seed from Harleysville, PA, Matthew Meehan.
Matthew Meehan, your number 2 seed.
And the winner of that semifinal match will take on our tournament leader at plus 267 for 8 games from Freeland, PA, Cameron Carl.
Cameron Carl, your number 1 seed.
Bowling fans, that's a nice hand for our 5 handicap finalists for today's PJBT.
My teammate one year, in fact, we ended up, one of the guys had to, he was going to college, but some of the people started playing and shooting at 5 years old.
All right, good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Strike Zone Alleys. I am Skip Moyer, bringing you all the live streaming action from our New Year's Eve tournament here at Strike Zone Alleys. You are currently watching practice for match number 1. Over on the scratch side, we have Daniel Olhouse against Isaac Erickson. And on the handicap side, we have Matthew Pomian against Briar Regal. Once their practice balls are complete, they will be ready for match 1. The first match over here on the handicap side, Matthew Pomian will be receiving 9 pins handicap. Isaac Erickson will be starting the match over on the scratch side. And on the handicap side, Matthew Pomian will be starting the match. All right, on the mat.
Okay, bowling fans, time to begin game number 1 of our 4-game stepladder finals. On the scratch side, we have number 4 seed Isaac Erickson taking on number 5 seed Daniel Olhouse. Isaac has elected to have Daniel start the match on lane 5. On the handicap side, we have number 4 seed Briar Regal taking on number 5 seed Matthew Pomian. Matthew will be getting the difference in the handicap of 9 pins, and Briar has elected to have Matthew start the match on lane 7. Bowling fans, let's give a nice hand for our Game 1 finalists.
All right, we are ready to go. Actually, it'll be Daniel Olhouse starting the match on the scratch side along with Matthew Pomian and handicap. Matthew up first. Comes in just a hair high, leaves the 4 pin. Daniel, good shot there, leaves the rigging 10. Four stepladder matches today to determine our champion. Both Daniel and Matthew make their spare shots. Isaac and Briar up now on the right lanes for their second frames. Briar up on lane 8. Comes in just a little light, leaves the 3, 5, 6. Isaac up now on 6, going much more direct. He starts his match off with a 10 pin. Briar will convert his spare. Good start for both handicap bowlers. Pomian up now for his second frame. Leaves the 5 pin. Erickson converts his 10 pin, so both scratch bowlers start off with 10 pin spares.
Yeah, I got you. What did you get?
Okay, I'm back. All house a double, frames 2 and 3. Erickson strikes in his second frame. Pomian starts off spare, open, open. Breyer starts off spare, spare, and he is up now for his third frame. Breyer comes up high, gets the strike, doesn't leave anything. Erickson's third frame is a 10-pin. Regal up now, and that'll be a double for him. Matthew strikes in his fourth frame. That's his first strike of the match. Erickson makes his 10-pin. Pomian back up now on 7 for his fifth frame. Currently a 10-pin lead for Breyer Regal. Comes up a little high, leaves a 6-pin. Another strike for Isaac on the left lane. Throwing some pretty good shots on the left lane, just having a little bit of carry issue on the right. Pomian up now for his spare shot. He will convert. Allhouse's fourth frame. He puts 10 down. Regal comes in high and leaves a very unlucky 7-8. Regal up now for his split chance here. He'll pick off the 9, or the 8 rather. Allhouse with another strike. That's a 4-bagger for him. Regal up now over on lane 7 for his 6th frame. He comes up a little high, 4-7. Regal shooting at his 4-7. He will chop off the 4. He still has the lead, but back-to-back opens is not going to help his cause. Erickson goes wide, 1-2-8 for him. Pomian up now for his 6th frame. He strikes. Regardless of what Matthew does here in the 7th frame, he will take the lead. The lead will be under 10 pins, but still a little bit of an advantage. Erickson makes his spare. Comes up high and carries all 10. That'll be a double for Matthew. Over on the scratch side through 5 frames. About a 30-pin lead for Allhouse through 5. Regal up now for his 7th frame. Leaves the 7. He's going to need to make this spare here to stay in the match after that Pomian double. Two pin for Erickson. Regal up now, looking to get back on track here with a mark, and he will make his 7 pin. Good shot there for him. Erickson's spare conversion is good. Regal comes up high, leaves the 2-4. Nine pins the difference in our handicap match. Another strike there for Allhouse. Pomian up now with an opportunity to take a sizable lead here in the match. Working on a double. Comes up high, leaves just the 4 pin. Allhouse up for his 7th frame on lane 5. Looking for a 6-bagger. He will come up just a little light, 2-8 for him. Spare there for Pomian. That will give him a 14-pin lead through 8 frames. He can make it 24 here with a strike in the 9th frame. Pomian's 9th frame, he comes up high, 6-10. Leaves the door open for Breyer. Allhouse chops off his spare, 166 for him so far in the 7th. Pomian up now for his 9th frame. Misses wide and gets 0. 152 for him in the 9th, 161 with his handicap. So if Breyer gets up here and at least gets the next 3, he would force Matthew to double in the 10th. But first things first, frame number 9. He gets a strike. That's a much needed strike for Breyer. Erickson, he strikes in the 7th frame. Still a 30-pin lead for Allhouse going into the 9th. Both bowlers actually bowling the 8th frame rather. 166 for Allhouse in the 7th, 129 in the 7th for Erickson. Regal up now, looking for his 2nd double of the match. And he will get it. That's a big shot for Breyer for an opportunity here to put a little bit of pressure on Matthew up in the 10th frame. Erickson comes up a little light again, another 2-pin for him. The winner of this handicap match will face Zachary Melanowski. Michael Liu waits for the winner of the scratch side. Regal up now for his 2nd ball of the 10th. Gives that ball a little more room, a lot more friction out there towards the gutter. That's a 3-bagger for him. And with a strike here, he will shoot 199, so my addition was incorrect. Breyer, with good count here, will wrap up the match. He needs 3 pins to win. House up now for his 8th frame. Gives the 10 a kick, and he will add on to his lead. 198 for Breyer Regal. The best Matthew Pomian can do is 191. One, 2, 4, 7 for him. Matthew Pomian will be your 5th place finisher today. House gets a late trip on the 9. Another strike for him. With good count in the 10th, House will be your winner. Pomian finishes off with 8. 170 for him. 179 with his handicap. Ericsson's path to the pocket continues to struggle a little bit. Isaac leaving the 2-5-8. He will pick off the 2-8, and that will essentially end his day. Actually, that will end his day. Daniel could gutter out, and he would still win by a pin. Seven pin there for House. Strike there for Ericsson to start off the 10th, just a little bit too late. Spare there for House. If he strikes on the fill ball, that'll be 235. 195 max for Ericsson. He will not, so we'll figure 185 for Ericsson with the spare here. House now for his fill ball. He will put 10 back, 235 for him. 184 for Ericsson. 235, 184 win for Daniel House. Final score once again over on the handicap side, Breyer Regal 198, Matthew Pomian 179. Tonight is the final event for 2018 here for the PJBT. We will be back next Sunday for our first singles event of 2019. at Heaster Lanes in Reading. Down the mat for our 5th place awards.
Okay, bowling fans, that concludes game number 1 of our 4-game stepladder finals. In the scratch division, our 5th place finisher today, getting a $35 scholarship certificate and award goes to Isaac Erickson.
Isaac Erickson, your 5th place finisher. $35 scholarship.
And our 5th place finisher in the handicap division, getting a $30 scholarship certificate and award goes to Matthew Pomian.
Matthew Pomian, $30 scholarship for his 5th place finish today.
Okay, on to match number 2.
Michael Liu and Zachary Malinowski, your 3rd seed bowlers coming into these matches here as they get their practice shots in. I believe Malinowski will be receiving 35 pins. Yes, that is correct. So 35 for Zach.
Okay. See you later, sir. I'm so ready for this hour drive home in the rain and fog and shit.
Okay, we are ready to roll. Althouse will be starting the match. Malinowski will be starting the match also on the handicap side.
Okay, bowling fans, time to begin game number 2 of our stepladder finals. On the scratch side, we have number 3 seed Michael Liu taking on number 5 seed Daniel Allhouse. Michael has elected to have Daniel start the match on lane 5. On the handicap side, we have number 3 seed Zachary Malinowski taking on number 4 seed Briar Regal. Zachary has elected to start the match on lane 7, and he gets the difference of 35 pins handicap. Bowling fans, let's give a nice hand for our game 2 finalists.
Okay, we are underway. Malinowski and Allhouse will get us underway for match number 2. Malinowski starts off with the 10-pin. Allhouse with the strike. Spare shot here for Zachary. He will convert his 10-pin. Good shot there for that young man. Ten back for Michael Liu. Michael Liu opened the season this year with a win in our first major at 222 Dutch. Regal up now. Good shot there for him, puts 10 back. Michael Liu starting off with a double, as does Regal. Five pin for Zachary. Allhouse doubles. That match knotted up at a double apiece. Malinowski makes his spare. Zachary up now for his third frame. Comes up high and gets the strike. Another strike there for Allhouse. Much different start to these matches than we had the last time. All our bowlers choosing to knock 10 over on the first try. Always a good thing. Good start for all four bowlers here. Breyer up on lane 8, looking for a 3-bagger. He comes in wide, leaves the 1-3-9. Liu up now on lane 6. He's looking for the 3-bagger here. He will get it. Breyer up now, looking for his spare conversion to stay clean throughout the match. He gets his spare. He's going to need to stay clean here to make up those 35 pins. Joining me in the broadcast here, Tournament Director Matt, stopping by for a few words.
Hello there, Skip Moyer. How's it going today?
It's a little dreary out, but we're making it. We're surviving.
It is wet outside, I can tell you that one. But Happy New Year to everybody. Breyer comes up a little bit high there. 2-4-7. Scratch match has a perfect game on both sides, still going. And Michael Liu makes it 4 in a row with a trip 4 there.
Breyer chops off his spare.
73 in the fourth there for Breyer. His opponent, Zachary Malinowski, already was 74 in the third with his handicaps. He'll maintain the lead early in the match. And a strike for Daniel Allhouse to keep the match at 4-4 on the scratch side, and Zachary Malinowski comes up with a strike. This being match number 2 of our 4-game stepladder finals for today's tournament. Our New Year's Eve Day Classic here at Strike Zone Alleys in Pottsville, PA. Starting next week, we'll get back to our regular schedule on a Sunday.
Yay.
Good
Zachary coming up wide. Good shot for Althaus, as you were saying earlier.
Yep.
Zachary goes wide, leaves the 1-2-4-10.
Nobody giving a shot away on the scratch side. Daniel with 5 in a row and Michael with 4.
Michael and Daniel met in match play. Michael coming out on top by only a few pins. Five in a row.
Real good shot there. Malinowski tries to slide it over, misses the head pin. He'll put up an open frame, so he'll have 91 in the 5th with 126 with his handicap. So right now, with a strike, Breyer would trail by about 23 pins.
Breyer coming up high for 7-8 for him. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate your compliment on my. I appreciate the compliments.
Michael Liu comes up high, leaving the 3-6, the first miss in the scratch match. Good spare there for Breyer. Winner of the scratch match will advance to take on Preston Williams in the semifinal. Handicap side, we have Matthew Meehan waiting in the wings for the next match.
Regal up now for his 6th frame.
Better shot there. Ooh,
he gave it a little more room in the first game, and he needs to get back to that a little bit. He's trying to play a little too tight. And then what happens, what happens there when he gets a little slow. Althaus up now looking for a 6-bagger. And
9 and a spinner.
And your ball will be right back, sir. Good shot there for Danny. That's one that definitely could have went for him.
Certainly got the messenger to come across the sideboard there, just didn't get over to the 10-pin to take it out. He'll maintain a 1-pin lead if he converts a spare. Meanwhile, on the handicap side, Breyer makes a spare, and Zachary Malinowski steps up. Comes up a little bit high, leaving the 4-pin. Allhouse converts a spare. 1-pin lead for Daniel Allhouse. And a good spare there for Zachary Malinowski. Right now, Malinowski only trailing by 1-pin scratch, so he has a 34-pin lead through 6 frames. And now Daniel to maintain the lead in the match on the scratch side. And he does with a strike.
And a weak 7 there for Zachary.
Good shot there for Zachary. Ball just didn't have enough angled for the 5-pin to take out the 7. He'll look to convert his spare. Michael Liu, one of our 2 bowlers in the scratch final today from New Jersey. Good shot there. Maintains trailing the match by just 1 pin. And a spare for Zachary Malinowski. Breyer certainly still in the match here, but probably needs to get a double. Put some pressure on his opponent here. Well, he lost his footing there. He's lucky he didn't go past the foul line, to be honest.
That's a pretty good leave for it's a pretty good leave for what he did there.
And a good shot from Michael Liu there. Almost stoned the 9 pin, but got the messenger to take out that 9.
Can you call in that deadwood, please, on the right side on
I
lane 8?
can.
Regal up now for his spare shot. Better shot. Althouse up now. Lost his footing just a little bit. Started that a little farther inside than he wanted to. Leaves just the 4 pin. Not a bad shot. Just came in a tad late.
Looked like he just got his feet ahead of him a little bit there.
Just a hair.
Just a hair, just to speed up the ball enough. Now Breyer trying to come back after that shot. Gets a strike. 130 in the 7th for Breyer. He can strike out for a 220. But right now, Zachary Malinowski's still on pace to shoot 220 scratch also. So we'll see what happens here. Malinowski crosses over, leaving the 3 pin. Daniel Allhouse up on lane 5. He can max out at 259. His opponent 278.
Almost
to try to keep the pressure on here. And he does with a great shot.
That was a, it's kind of hard to say when you can max out for 250 that it's a must strike, but that was a must strike for Daniel. Because he just has to assume the way Michael's been throwing the ball, he's going to get another one here in the 9th.
Very true. Malinowski misses his spare, so he has 138 in the 8th, but he follows us up with a strike in the 9th frame.
That young man is balling.
He is certainly out there. Some of the great talent we have here on the PJBT Tour.
Lou up
Okay,
now.
big shot here for Michael. And he gets it.
And Lou will have the opportunity to shut out Daniel.
And there's a good shot for Breyer. There's the double he was looking for. So now he has a double heading into the 10th frame. Breyer can get a double here in the 10th and force Zachary to strike on the first ball in the 10th. He can't shut him out, but he can certainly make him strike on the first ball. On the scratch side, Michael Liu for the win. And he gets a great shot. And a great shot for Breyer Regal.
Breyer making the boys show up.
Michael Liu will be advancing on the scratch side. And I'm going to let Josh finish out the handicap match, and we'll be heading on to the semifinals.
That's really nice of you. Thank you. Althouse with the 10 pin. He's going to be in the 230s again. It's going to be a real tough luck loss for him. He threw the ball very well today. He just ran into the Michael Liu steamboat. A strike here puts Michael Liu at 278. Althouse will shoot 227. Spare there for Breyer. He will shoot 209. And he will force Zachary to get a mark in the 10th. Zachary coming up high, leaving the 4 pin. Zachary up for his spare shot. And he will convert. Zachary already at 213. He will be your winner of match number 2. He will get 7 there. Final score on the scratch side. Yes, I was incorrect. He needed at least 7. Zachary Malinowski, 210. Briar Regal, 209. Good game there from those two gentlemen. 278, 227, your final score on the scratch side. Cameron Carl and Preston Williams, your number 2 seeds coming in for the next match. We're going to head on out to Matt here momentarily for our 4th place finishers, and then I will be back with our semifinals.
Okay, bowling fans, that concludes game number 2 of our semifinals. Finishing in 4th in the scratch division, getting a $50 scholarship certificate and award goes to Daniel Olhouse.
Daniel Olhouse, your 4th place finisher.
And our 4th place finisher in the handicap division, getting a $40 scholarship certificate and award goes to Briar Regal.
Briar Regal, your 4th place finisher. Good day for him also.
Okay, on to our semifinal matches.
No idea.
match on lane 7, and the difference in handicap is 27 going to Zachary. Okay, bowling fans, let's have a nice hand for our semifinalists.
Alrighty, let's do this. Michael Liu will be starting the match on the scratch side, taking on Preston Williams. Zachary Malinowski will be receiving 27 pins against Matthew Meehan. Michael starting the match, as is Zachary. He starts off with a 6-pin. And Michael gets a big ol' how you doing 8-pin. Good spare there for Zachary. He makes his spare. Matthew Meehan up now on lane 8 for his second frame. Preston Williams will be up momentarily. This is your semifinal match. The winner of these matches will move on to face Tony Lutz in the scratch side and Cameron Carl in handicap for the titles here at Strike Zone. Meehan comes up high, leaves the 4-9. Not the way you want to start, but you'd rather have that in the first frame than in the last frame, so something he'd be able to build off of. Williams up now on 6. Good shot there for him. He starts off with a strike. Meehan, 3-9 there for his second frame. Comes up high again. He's going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment. Back-to-back opens for Meehan. Preston leaving the 10-pin in his second frame. .610 for Malinowski. Lou up now for his second frame. Working on the spare. He puts 10 back. And Zachary's on the board with his first strike of the match. Zachary bowling very well today, along with the other bowlers here in our finals. .476 open there for Michael. He gets 2. 48 for him in the third. Williams up now with the opportunity to take the lead. Meehan with a much better shot over on lane 8. Comes over here, comes in a little light, leaving just the 5-pin. Preston Williams up now for his third frame. He puts 10 back. That will give him the early 2-pin lead. Malinowski up now for his fourth frame. Currently with a 28-pin lead. And he gets a strike. Preston Williams, that's a false start on the offense. Hello, Ben Rhines. Colby, the number 1 seed in scratch, is Tony Lutz. Preston Williams puts 10 back. Matthew with the strike over on lane 8. Malinowski sitting on a 3-bagger. Lou comes in late, leaves the 2-8. Preston Williams working on a double himself. Meehan up now on lane 7. He comes up high. 3, 6, 9, 10. Untimely miss there for Michael. Matthew chops off the 3-9. One 2-8 for Michael. He's kind of lost a little bit of his look here on this pair from shooting 270 the last game. Malinowski makes his spare. Malinowski with his handicap currently at a 70-pin lead. Four-pin for Zachary. Michael Liu makes his spare. Preston Williams up now on lane 6, looking for a 3-bagger to extend his lead. Good spare there for Zach. 173 in the 7th with his handicap. Matthew Meehan with a strike here will have 94 in the 7th. Another strike there for Preston Williams. And Matthew does get his strike, trying to crawl back here in the match. Preston Williams up now on lane 5, looking for a 4-bagger. Looking to take a sizable lead himself. Good shot there, leaves just a 10-pin. Meehan looking to get this left lane here figured out. He leaves another 5-pin. Just having trouble getting the ball right here on this lane. He's got the right lane figured out, just not the left lane. Tony Lutz and Cameron Carl waiting in the wings. Spare there for Preston. Matthew missing his 5-pound, hit his 5-pin. Next round's on him. That is just about gonna do it. Actually, yes. Zachary Malinowski will be your winner. Currently up 1 pin after 7, so both these bowlers will finish out their games, and it will be Zachary Malinowski taking on Cameron Carl in our title match. Ten-pin for Michael. Michael in a somewhat of a sizable hole. He's only down about 20, but he's just really struggling to get lined up here on both lanes. Couple more strikes here from Preston. He'll really lay the hammer down. Laid open for Zachary. It's not going to matter, though. He has 209 already with his handicap in the 9th, so Meehan up now for his 9th and 10th. Williams up now. Strike there for Preston. Little off balance, but still hit his mark. Preston up now, 5th frame. He comes up high, leaves just the 9-pin. Much, much better shot there for Matthew on the left lane. A little too late there for Matthew, though, but good effort to finish out the match strong. Williams up now for his spare. He converts. Michael Liu up now. Comes up high again, leaves a 6-pin, and that is essentially going to take care of him. He had a slim chance in this match, but he essentially had to strike out, and he needed some help from Preston. So that 6-pin, 4-pin rather, is going to essentially do him in. Good finish there for Matthew Meehan, 170. That one gets a little away there from Zachary. His first bad shot of the game, actually of the finals here rather. Michael's struggles still continue. 217 for Zachary Malinowski, 170 for Matthew Meehan. Preston comes up high, leaves the 4-6-10. That split would have really paid dividends had Michael been able to strike out there, but Michael just struggled to get a read on this pair here after that first match. Preston will cover 2. 142 currently for Michael in the ninth, 185 for Preston. Preston and Michael just filling in frames here. The match is over. Preston will be moving on to take on Tony Lutz. All right, 205 for Preston Williams. Another strike here will be 182 for Michael Liu. $181 for Michael Liu. About a moment here or two, we will go out to Matt for our awards, and we will be ready for our finals. As soon as Matt's finished giving out our awards here to our third place finishers, we'll do a quick review of the schedule. You are watching the PJBT live stream from Strike Zone Alleys.
Okay, bowling fans, that concludes our semifinal matches. Finishing in third in the scratch division, getting a $75 scholarship certificate and award goes to Michael Liu.
I'm so proud.
Michael Liu, your third place finisher in scratch.
Getting a $50 scholarship certificate and award goes to Matthew Meehan.
Matthew Meehan, your third place finisher also in the handicap division.
Okay, on your title matches.
All right, while our number 1 seeds are practicing, just a quick review of some of the upcoming stuff we have going on around here. Next Sunday, January 6th, we will be at Heaster Lanes for our first singles event of the year. The following weekend, January 13th, it will be Major number 6 at ABC East Lanes. And then the week after that, we have our next 21 and under doubles, Sunday, January 20th, from Trindle Bowl in Mechanicsburg. All 3 of those events are a 10:30 a.m. start time. We're going to end the month of January. The regular PJBT schedule is off for the last Sunday in January, but we will be at Canes Lanes in Mannheim for our girls only number 4. And then that following weekend is Super Bowl Sunday, our annual major at 222 Dutch Lanes. Our complete schedule is available at pjbtbowlingseries.com. And as always, if you're interested in bowling any of these events, you are more than welcome to pre-register on our website. All of the information is there as far as entry fees, dates, and all other items that you need. And we are also accessible on our Facebook page.
Just 5 and 6. Yeah, just 5 and 6. Hold on. I'll hit.
All right, on the mat with our introductions.
Okay, bowling fans, it is time for our title matches for the New Year's Eve Day Classic PJBT event here at Strikestone Alleys in Pottsville, PA. On the scratch side, we have number 1 seed, Tony Lutz, taking on number 2 seed, Preston Williams. Tony has elected to have Preston start the match on lane 5. On the handicap side, we have number 1 seed, Cameron Carl, taking on number 3 seed, Zachary Malinowski. Cameron has elected to start the match on lane 7. Zachary will be getting the difference in handicap of 33. Bowling fans, let's give a nice hand for our title matches for today's tournament.
Preston Williams will be starting off first on the scratch side. Cameron Carl starting off first on the handicap side. He will also be giving Zachary Malinowski 33 pins. Cameron Carl opens up, comes up a little high, leaves a 6-10. Preston Williams starting right where he left off the last match with a strike. Spare there for Cameron. Tony comes up high. 3-6 for him. Tony up first for his spare. Zachary starting off with a strike over on 8, comes around for lane 7. Looking to continue. Zachary with a very strong showing today here. He comes up high, leaves the baby split 3-10. Tony comes up high, 4-6-7 for him. And a spare for Zachary. Another good shot there. Tony with 2 there, 26 for him in the second frame, early open. Cameron chops off the bucket. Early deficit for him, having to overcome 33 pins. Preston up now over on lane 6. Good shot for him. Just cannot get the 9-pin to go. Ten-pin for Cameron Carl. Spare there for Preston. Cameron up now, makes his 10-pin. Zachary with another strike. Williams gets his strike also. Zachary comes up a little high, 4-pin for him. Ten-pin for Tony Lutz. Preston Williams with the early lead, small lead, only about 10 pins, but Cameron Carl up now for his fourth frame. He gets his first strike of the match, much needed for him. Tony with the 10 pin. Tony up now after missing that 10 pin. Threw a good shot there, just a hair late, leaves this 4 pin. Strike there for Cameron. A much needed double for Cameron. And this spare over here for Tony is going to be a must need also. Tony with back-to-back opens his last 2 frames, so this 4 pin here is really important. He converts. Zachary comes up high, 4-7-10 for him. Zachary will have roughly a 40 pin lead through 5 frames with his handicap. He picks off the 7. A strike here from Preston in the 4th frame would give him a 25 pin lead. And another strike for Zachary. This kid is putting together something special here these last 3 games. Preston Williams, false start on the offense. Strike there for Cameron. Preston up now on 6, looking for the double. Good shot there for him. Preston with his first mistake of the match. Comes up high. 4-6-9-10 for him, so that is going to open the door right back up for Tony. Cameron Carl with a 4-bagger. He is right back in this match again. Preston gets count. Zachary up now on 8. And another strike for Zachary Balanowski. Tony up now. Must strike situation here for Tony, and he gets 10. Big shot there for Tony Lutz. Zachary up now on lane 7, looking for a 3-bagger. Four 7 there for Zachary. Tony up now. This is going to be a much needed double for Tony. Currently down about 30 pins. Didn't throw a very good shot there. Kind of got a little ahead of himself with his feet. Stuck a little bit at the line. Leaves just the 6-10 though. So no harm, no foul there. Very, very makeable spare. spare there for Tony Lutz. 2-4-5 for Cameron Carl. Cameron up now for his spare. He gets his spare there. Good shot there for Cameron Carl.
Went through some tough times while building the house. Much as she's only 28.
Preston comes up high, leaves the 9-pin.
Trust me, it didn't. I mean, I did some things wrong too. I mean, I'm not going to admit that she was wrong. I was wrong.
Another strike there for Cameron.
Yeah, it's very different.
And this is a very tight match here over on the handicap side. Strike there for Zachary. That's a big shot for him, setting up his 10th frame.
Cameron can shoot 232. Cameron's still it's tight.
232 max score for Cameron. Zachary with the 11-4, the possibility for 240. If he strikes out here, this match is over. First shot here for Zachary. Gets the strike, goes a little see, and gets the strike. Over on the scratch side, that match is just about through 7 frames. 39-pin lead for Preston Williams. Lutz can cut it to 29 here with a strike, and he does. Malinowski up now, and he gets 10. And that is going to do it. Zachary Malinowski will be your winner today. Lutz up now. Double for him. Another much needed double. Very important here for him to start filling frames. Those early opens putting him behind. .245 for Zachary Malinowski. 212 scratch. Big shot here for Preston to keep the pressure on. Any type of a mishap here from Preston Williams would let Tony right back in the match. Another good shot there for Preston. He's got the right lane pretty well figured out, except for one errant shot earlier. He's in pretty good shape. Another strike there for Preston. Tony Lutz can max out at 215. That would at least make Preston have to show up in the 10th and at least get a mark. 245, 223, your final score. Zachary Malinowski, your winner. Tony Lutz's first shot here. Puts 10 back. Big shot there for him. Double there. And I believe if Tony Lutz strikes out, he will force Preston Williams to strike on the first ball of the 10th. And he gets it. Big shot here for Tony on the last ball. A strike here will force Preston Williams to strike on the first ball of the 10th. And he gets it. 215 for Tony Lutz. Tony Lutz throwing the last 6 to shoot 215. Preston taking his time, a very important shot here. This shot here must be 10. And he does not get it. Tony Lutz will be your winner. Preston threw a really good shot there. He just could not get the weak 7 to fall. Tony Lutz 215, Preston Williams 201. Tony Lutz, after realistically a disastrous start going open to start off the match in the second and third frame, comes back for the W. All right, we will give out our awards, and then I will have a very quick post-game chat with our winners. And then it'll be party time. All right, on the mat.
PJBT bowling fans, that concludes the 2018 calendar year for the PJBT. We're going to give out our final awards for today's New Year's Eve Day Classic here at Strike Zone Alleys in Pottsville, PA. Our runner-up finisher in the scratch division, getting a $100 scholarship certificate and runner-up award goes to Preston Williams.
Preston Williams, $100 scholarship and a second place finish today.
Switching over to the handicap side, our runner-up finisher in the handicap division, getting a $100 scholarship certificate and award goes to Cameron Carl.
Cameron Carl, $100 scholarship also, and a second place finish. Good bowling for Cameron today.
Okay, now it is time to crown our champions for today. In the scratch division, receiving a $200 scholarship, certificate, and the first place acrylic plaque for the title from Lidditz, PA, Tony Lutz.
Tony Lutz comes back very strong to take home the $200 scholarship and the acrylic plaque for his win today.
And our winner in the handicap division, also receiving a $200 scholarship, certificate, and the first place acrylic plaque from Marysville, PA, Zachary Malinowski.
Zachary Malinowski, your winner today.
Bowling fans, stay tuned. We'll send our winners back for final interviews. We hope to see everybody this coming Sunday at our first event on the 2019 calendar year. We will be at Easter Lanes in Reading, PA for a singles event. Happy New Year to everyone from the PJBT, and we hope to see you Sunday. Thank you.
I'm not a hunter. We're going to stand up for this one.
Stand up. All right.
And hopefully, I'm a little more lined up than I think I am. Look at the camera, Tony.
Hello.
Yep, camera looks good to me. So we are here right now with our winner in the scratch division, Tony Lutz. Tony, congratulations.
Thank you.
I didn't particularly like your chances after the way you started off that title match.
Yeah, I was getting a little nervous there, but I saw my opportunity and just came back when I had to.
Was it? Did you change anything, or was it just stick with the plan the whole entire game?
I made a ball change after the first two frames, just because the ball I was throwing was way too strong, coming in too hard. Moved to something a bit weaker, threw it a little harder, and
It worked out.
it worked out great. Yeah.
You threw the back six. You made Preston show up in the 10th. He,
Yeah.
of course, missed his opportunity, but certainly you made the right adjustments. So,
Yeah.
what about the rest of the day? Like, what did you see out there with the pattern?
Well, at the start, I was kind of lost. I think I tried like 5 or 6 different balls through practice, and then I didn't have a great game. It was 170. I made a ball change, something stronger, moved a little in, just started throwing it harder, and finished after 5. I was leading, and then I led 6 through 8.
Yeah, you started off with that 179 game, and then
Yep.
you really cranked up the accelerator there, averaging 230 for the rest, and then
Yep.
250 out the gate to start match play. It worked out in your favor.
Yep.
So, any plans for New Year's tonight? Gonna party hard, or?
Yeah.
Absolutely, as everyone should.
Yep.
Time is yours. Any shout-outs?
My high school coach, Neil Vital, Eric Montgomery, pro shop operator, and another coach. My parents, who weren't here today.
Hopefully they were watching on the live stream.
Yeah, I think they were.
And you certainly gave them a good show.
Yeah.
So, congratulations, sir.
Thank
Happy New
you.
Year, and
Thank you, you too.
we'll see you next week.
Yep.
Alrighty. Tony Lutz, your scratch division winner today. Zachary, come on over. I'm going to have you stand on this chair. That works perfect. Excellent. Alrighty, I am here with our handicap division winners, Zachary Malinowski. Zachary, you pieced together 3 pretty good games there in the finals.
Yeah.
210, 190, 212 scratch. That's certainly going to get it done. Talk a little bit about your day today. How was your bowling?
I there weren't any markers on the lane, so it was harder for me to bowl and hit my target a lot. So
Did you use the same ball all day?
yeah.
Okay. You well, if you threw the ball like you did in those 3 finals games, I can see why you bowled so well today. Very impressive performance today.
Thank you.
This is your first PJBT title?
This is my second.
Second? Okay. Well, hopefully the second of many. So anybody out there in YouTube land you want to give a shout out to?
My grandmother's in Frackville and Shenandoah. And then my parents.
For bringing you here today?
Yeah.
All righty. Gonna party hard tonight for New Year's?
Probably not.
All right, you and me have the same plan, maybe an early bedtime. So, Zachary, congratulations.
Thank you.
And we'll see you later. All righty, Zachary Malinowski, your handicap division leader today. Okay, that's going to do it for our final telecast of 2018. As I mentioned earlier, next Sunday we are at Heaster Lanes for our first singles event of 2019, 10:30 a.m. start time. So for all of us here at the PJBT, Happy New Year. Stay safe this year. And Uber is a very good option. So Happy New Year, everyone, and we'll see you all hopefully next week at the new Heaster Lanes.